G'day everyone, Connor here from CW's Tech Reviews. Today we're having a revisit of the OnePlus 3. Can it still hold its own against the flagships of today? Is it still worth it in the current market? We're going to find out. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all that stuff, and let's get straight into it. Now the first thing we're going to look at with the OnePlus 3 is the design. Now OnePlus has stayed with a tried and tested design that has served many phone manufacturers the years over, and that's with the aluminium backing, the antenna bands, the aluminium that smooths around the sides of the phone. The iPhone have used this, HTC have used this design. It is a really tried and tested design and it's always worked well. And there's that familiar Galaxy S6 camera hump on the back. On the bottom of the chassis, you've got the headphone jack, USB Type-C, and the speaker. On the left-hand side, you've got the volume rockers and the alert slider. Not to say that that's copied from anyone. And on the right-hand side, you've got the power button and the SIM tray. To sum it up, this is a really nice design. A little bit slippery at times on the back, but a nice design, well made, and it looks really sharp. That brings us to the display. We've got a 5.5 inch optic AMOLED display, 1080p with 401 ppi, which is pixels per inch. You get deep blacks out of this, it looks bright and has a good amount of colours. OnePlus has made good use of the 1080p display. It doesn't disappoint, and most of the time it's more than good enough. Even in bright lighting conditions, you still get good viewing angles and it's possible to view. Now, the real story here is the software, and that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try not to gush while I'm talking about this, but the software on the OnePlus 3 is second to none. I'd say it's on par with your Nexus and the modern day Nexus of the Pixel phone. It is the standout. It's light, it's fast, it's unique, enough customizations to keep the tinkerer happy, and yet stock enough to keep the enthusiast happy as well. With the Snapdragon 820, Adreno 530 and 6 gigs of RAM, it all goes together to keep this light software flying no matter what is thrown at it. Your everyday phone user, they might not recognise how good this is, but your enthusiast is just going to be blown away by how much this phone can handle and how fast and snappy it is. Almost stock Android, like I said. It's just been recently updated to Android 7.0, and I'll link a video above to my review of that, more in-depth review of the software. And it's also now at Oxygen OS 4.0.1. This thing just flies. You can't beat this software. And I think with the OnePlus 3T out, the improvements on the software will only be minor. I really don't think even the enthusiast is going to be seeing too much differences when it comes to software and performance. Now with the camera on the OnePlus 3, this is a mixed bag. It's certainly not bad by any stretch. We'll have a look through at some sample shots and some video sample shots that I've recorded as I'm talking about the camera. Definitely one of the better cameras on the market. Coupled with the software, I think the camera app itself could use some refining. It's fairly basic. It's nice to have a few little extra options with your camera. Although in saying that, this does have manual mode that is a little bit tricky to master, but once you do, you can get a little bit more out of your camera. Now the shutter is fast, burst shot is really fast. In good light, it gets some amazing photos. You can really mix it up with the likes of the Pixel phone and the Galaxy S7 and the iPhone 7. It becomes a little slower with HDR Plus on, but still HDR does a good job of softening up the photos and getting that extra detail in. It struggles a little bit in low light, but most of the time you're getting clean, true-to-life pictures that are sharp and crisp. Now if you're coming from a Galaxy S7, Pixel phone or iPhone 7, you might be slightly disappointed, but any other phone that you're coming from, you'll be happy with the camera on the OnePlus 3. Again, it does not disappoint. It's just not up there with the best of the best yet. For video, it records some great video footage, especially 1080p at 60 frames per second. It's nice and clean, not jittery or jumpy. Yeah, it records nice smooth footage. Everyone will be happy with this. You're not a video enthusiast, you're not recording a Hollywood blockbuster on it, you're recording home footage, certain family moments, then you're going to be more than happy with the video that this produces. Now the battery on this phone, it's 3000 milliamp hour battery. It can last all day. On a good day it will last me all day. On a really heavy day it'll get me through to 4 PM and then I have to recharge. The beauty of it is recharging on this phone takes no time at all. Within 30 minutes you might have gone from 30% back up to 70% or around there. So yeah, it can drain a little bit quicker than you'd like at times, but it charges faster than it drains. That is definite. However, if you're just using it for text messaging, phone calls, checking social media every now and again, it's going to last you the whole day. But if you're a heavy media, social media, YouTube, music, videos, all that sort of thing all day, every day, then you're going to want to carry around a battery pack or the charger that goes with it. Now to sum it up guys, this phone is still a winner. You can pick it up from a third-party reseller or even second-hand if it's in good condition, and it's still a bargain. Even with the 3T coming out recently and trying to replace it, the OnePlus 3 is not far off the mark. It still holds its own in most areas, with only slightly falling behind the flagships in a couple of different areas. There are plenty of flagships for sale that are just as good, but will still set you back twice the price. So the OnePlus 3, yes, it's still a winner. No, it's not out of the market. You can get great accessories for it now. The accessories are having a bit of a resurgence due to the OnePlus 3T, and it's exactly the same design. So get out there. If you want to save some bucks, pick up the OnePlus 3. You will not be disappointed in any aspect of the phone. That's pretty much it for this one guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you tune in again soon for another video. Subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one.